Since I was a kid, I was magically drawn to the sea. The relentlessly breaking waves make me feel like a grain of sand, visible now, but soon washed away into the unknown. Sailing across this ocean can fill you with pure joy or claim your life in an instant. The ocean doesn't care. The only thing it leaves you with is your true self and freedom. Are you ready to face it?
Good morning.
Hello.
So,
We made it to the Canaries.
Chaka! This is our first morning here. Yesterday we arrived very chilled. We took some time to rest.
We were quite tired. The not so nice thing is we're currently solving our black water problem, which means we have to get the shit out of our boat. And there seems to be nobody who wants to take it out. And I also have to find a solution for my teeth from my nice accident. And I hope I find a dentist.
In the following 3 days, we would need to get all the remaining boat jobs done for our big crossing.
I just came back from the dentist. I was a bit scared that it wouldn't work, or I don't know, you would do something scary with my teeth. But it just took 20 minutes and they are all good. And I still have a little memory that I can tell to my grandchildren.
Today would be the day we actually leave. It doesn't feel like that. Only this morning, the alternative came up to already leave today to escape an approaching zone of no wind. Not sure yet, so not relevant. Ship mission needs to get done.
Okay, so this is all prepped up for our ship mission.
John just told me he was covered in shit.
After that comes boat job after boat job. Scrub the boat, store food, fill water tanks.
Our store starts to look like my store. I managed to hide all the Coke and beer bottles with garlic and ginger and cucumber. And our beer fridge turned into a veggie fridge. I think John will go mad if he sees that.
Before I even realize it, the engines are running and the lines are let loose. And when we stand on deck gliding out of the marina, my head still hasn't grasped that we will now not see any land for the next 3 weeks.
Difference in food philosophies behind me. For me, like a nice meal for breakfast is this one. This has some nice carbs in it. It's got some taste in it, a lot of salt, and nourishes me. What Nina has for breakfast is
Diversity.
love. Nina is love. Breakfast.
After getting out of bed feeling the same sweaty smeariness on the sleeping bag, pillow and skin, we decide it's time for a bath. To great interest of the rest of the crew, we jump on the foredeck with a bucket, where we have big fun splashing each other with cold seawater. The men follow our example. conversation with John about Joshua Slocum, whose book I'm reading at the moment. He was the first person to sail around the world single-handed in the 1890s. I'm fascinated by how people navigated perfectly at the time with no electronics. He says if all our boat electronics failed at once, we would still find our way to Martinique, even without a sextant. So that's us on day 3 of the crossing, and I have to say it just feels so good to experience this situation one time in our world today, where you constantly are able to be in contact with people and do things, and now to just not have that opportunity. Like, it's so funny how your brain suddenly starts to think about things and starts creating images and kickstarts the imagination to come on again. I really enjoyed it.
Finally, we have clouds. So we have a new experiment going on. As the wind is dying and we might be caught by a really, really high pressure zone with no winds, we're trying what we can to speed up the boat. Doesn't seem to work quite yet. Very sophisticated. So what do the engineers say about the...
The engineers say
nothing to see there.
have enough brooms on board and enough Danima string spare, and you'll be able to fix any rigging.
And here we come flying to Martinique with only one broomstick.
Hello, dear friends.
We have made it to the trade wind.
Woohoo! This is day 5 of the crossing.
Took us some time to figure that out.
We are on our way between the Cape Verde and Canary Islands. So
Canary and Cape Verde.
Canary and Cape Verde. And we're now heading pretty much straight west. We're on a course of 260. 270 would be straight west, so yeah.
And we're literally sailing in a straight line now.
On to Martinique. Yeah, and as the days have gotten rather easier and more similar sailing-wise. We've got nice weather, we've got calm seas. This is nothing compared to the whole time we had in the first few weeks, the first few days.
The crew is spending time on the terrace. And yeah, it's pretty easy now.
We happen to now develop a bit of a daily routine with
even some yoga in the morning.
Yoga.
Even though it's still a bit shaky.
With good food, with some video editing and video clip.
And wonderful ocean showers. And yeah, it's getting more sweaty in our cabin. Like, we've sent away all our warm winter stuff already in La Palma.
And yeah, as you can see, we're getting ready for summer vibes.
It was the most impressive night of stars so far. Not a single cloud. A neon pink sunset. I'm very tired. Both of us are. We ended up doing the laundry together, so we didn't have to talk much. Now we've almost stopped moving at all. On the boat I learned that it is also fine to just exist.
Also, my first descent to the masttop happened this week. On a calm day, when we sailed with wind astern in butterfly setup without the mainsail, John wants to do a routine check to make sure that the Janniker halyard doesn't chafe and break. Nina and me enthusiastically volunteer. With main halyard and topping lift as a security, I'm winched to the masttop centimeter by centimeter.
Can you do the last bit quite slowly, because I think there's a twist in the halyard?
To hold on there is surprisingly difficult, as the catamaran doesn't smooth out the waves like a monohull would, but transmit them and reinforces them. I nearly lost my phone trying to document the state of the rope. Then comes the shock. Not the Janica halyard, but the main halyard shows heavy chafe. Not only is it the rope that holds our mainsail at the mast, but also the very rope that my life is dangling from at the moment.
So I just came back down from the mast to verify if the splice of the main halyard is actually damaged or not. And it's quite shaky up there. I held on tight because I was so scared that I would at one point like swing back and forth. So I can really feel my arms. But it seems okay.
How do you feel after 7-8 days at sea?
It's been quite a holiday feeling actually. We're just cruising along here on the flat ocean, or at least pretty calm ocean compared to what we've been through in the Bay of Biscay. We have good food. The team is in a good mood, so yeah.
Yeah, it's come to the point where we've just settled into the sailing mood, I guess. But it's also quite a treacherous situation. In these conditions, it's just really easy to forget how vulnerable you are. This is all fun and games every day, as long as no one gets hurt. But as soon as you walk around the kitchen with a knife, you trip, you fall into the knife. You break your arm because you fall. You get tangled in a rope that's under load. Anything like this makes this the situation into an absolute nightmare within a split second.
Oh, and I just remembered another danger. That's when you sit outside and suddenly something comes BAM! Flying on your cheek. So just a couple of days ago, Nico was hit by a flying fish.
In one night shift, when Nina was just casually handing her shift over to me, we were having a little chat. We were sitting on the bench with the wheel, and at some point, BAM! I get a hit right in the face of something super smeary and fishy, and I was like, what's happening?
Dang like hell.
And it took my brain seriously. Like this what the fuck moment went on for like 5 or 10 seconds, where I was like, what just happened? And then I realized this fish was still lying on deck and flapping around, and I was like, oh god, poor thing. And we helped it go back in the water. But yeah, had I had my mouth open, I wouldn't even have had to take care for dinner this evening.
Okay, so Nina and John have got a cooking apprenticeship going on. So what's up for dinner tonight?
Pizza!
Pizza!
With a dough that only has 1 gram of yeast, and to prove my point that this is much better, so tonight will be the big revelation to see if that dough actually tastes better than the lots of yeast 3 hours of proving time dough. Right?
Tell me about this dough. Why is it good?
So we made it yesterday afternoon. So it's been proving for almost 24 hours now in the fridge, very slowly, with cold water, very little yeast, and like this you really give, first of all, the yeast time to digest all of the starches of the flour and develop very complex flavors. And also lots of CO2, so it's nice and airy.
So we now finally mastered the ship mission. This was, as we expected, the second hull, also the starboard hull, was also blocked now. And my successful tactic lead from the last time was now perfected, and it worked just the way it was supposed to right away. Okay?
Yeah.
Check the fender is still there.
Sorry?
Check the fender is still there.
And go! So John's timing to put down water, which we will pump out again to remove the ship.
Let's go. Success! Success!
Good man.
Okay, a whole lot of shit came out.
Yeah, you can smell it. What are you up to?
Next up is Kaiserschmarrn. Very luxurious brunch for a sailboat, I think.
And why?
Why Kaiserschmarrn? Because it's good. Because it's sugary and tasty and fluffy and delicious.
Loads of butter. So, the usual setting to eat this dish is now in January in the mountains in Austria after a good day of skiing.
Qu'est-ce que tu penses, Guy?
Merveilleux, merveilleux.
I haven't eaten this in such a long time.
Not too bad, eh?
I feel like in my grandma's kitchen. So you can imagine doing your shopping for 3 weeks is a bit hard. So we sat down with the team and asked everybody what they need for the different meals they want to cook. And according to that, we went shopping with a clear list of how many pieces of cheese and how much chocolate does the team eat weekly. And like this, we managed to really have a good stock of things. The only thing we overstocked, for example, is apples. So currently I'm making apple compote that we will eat for breakfast or make other dishes with. And tonight we'll also have a vegetable curry to finish up all our vegetables, and we even have our last mango to go into it. And yeah, so week 3 is still quite a lot of fresh food, which is nice. What is our boat accountant saying?
What accounting says we're at 635 euros each for the passage for 5 weeks.
Not too bad.
Si on prenait que 3 fois pendant la nuit, c'est mieux que d'en prendre 6-7 fois. Alors c'est la protection du bateau qui est le but plutôt que d'être vraiment le capitaine.
How eager are you to get back on land?
Until a day ago, I thought I could just stay on the boat, and I actually liked the idea of just waking up every day, seeing the ocean, having no distractions, having so much time. I feel like this whole voyage was really a gift of time somehow.
And then it's also so exciting to just see the ocean, the stars, the clouds every day. Every day is different. But now, I think since yesterday, I also start to really like the thought of being on land in one day.
One day.
Tomorrow evening. I can't really grasp it yet, though.
I really enjoy this time out here. Yes, you don't have anything to do, but that's the whole point. you sit there, you lie in the trampoline in front, and you do nothing. And this is a thing no one allows themselves to do these days. It gives you clarity. That's what I wanted to say. Where being productive and working a lot is important. We love it. It's important to know what you work for, and I have a feeling that I've gotten a lot of clarity in the last days. And so with regards to coming back on land, I think your brain sets to a certain duration of a voyage, and if the voyage had been one week longer or a month longer, that would have been okay.
I look forward to again meeting other people, to smelling other things, to seeing other colors.
Yeah. The thoughts go forward to mountains and forests and smells and people and warmth and beaches and hiking up these things. Need some exercise the next days. And I can see this, how's this hard skin called you have on your hands? I always, whenever there's periods of time when I don't use my hands so much, it just dilutes.
But mine has actually developed from all the sail.
Well, that's because you don't do any hard work any other way. No, but we haven't had much physical exercise, and we're eager to get that going again. But then still, both of us are not like desperate to go back.
No, not at all. We arrived. After almost 3 weeks at sea, suddenly everything turned silent. The smell of land, the birds and the green glowing bushes in the darkness sounds supernatural, like from a different planet. We can sleep until the morning without interruption. It is totally quiet in the marina. No more sounds of waves splashing against the bow. Only the masts are clanging and the boats are howling tenderly. I still feel very little excitement about our arrival. The first steps felt like on a cloud. There are lots of boats here. Different ones, posh catamarans and run-down boats of people sailing around the world. The marina is surrounded by lush green hills. What is waiting for us behind them? How do we continue from here?